What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. I know I've spoken about this ad nauseum, but I'm looking at the Ryan Callahan situation in Tampa. I think he stays in Tampa. I really do. I think he likes the team. He likes the. It's a great place to live. I know I'm leaving, but so that's a tough blow to the local economy and culture and popularity and stuff. But I think it's a good place to raise a family and to throw down your roots. And I think Callahan understands that. The weather's okay. The subtropical geography isn't bad either. And the no state taxes in Florida helps. And Bob McKenzie alluded to that the other night, talking about $6 million in Florida is more than $6 million in New York, because in New York you get completely raked with taxes. Having said that, I think there's a chance he goes back to New York, but not as a New York Ranger or even a Brooklyn Islander. I think there's a chance he goes up and plays for the Buffalo Sabres next year. He's a Rochester, New York native, tough kid from upstate New York, and loves playing at home. If you saw 24/7, you saw his family loves going out to watch him play in Buffalo whenever back when the Rangers were up there, and when Tampa's up there now, and that could drive him home. Now the homecomings don't always work. In fact, they rarely work for a lot of guys. But I think Callahan's got a good enough head on his shoulders and comes from a good enough background where if he's going to go back and play there, it's not going to be a distraction. It's not going to be for a sideshow for the Sabres. I think Buffalo's got a good organization. Even though they've struggled the last few years, the ownership's been great. The front office has made some bad decisions, but they're not afraid to spend money. And I think they'll be back in relevance sooner rather than later, because they have made some really, really smart decisions, in terms of getting assets back at the deadlines the last couple of years, and they've really done very well in that regard. So Buffalo could be a contender within a few years, and that could persuade Mr. Callahan to leave Tampa, Florida. But it's something to keep an eye on, because good team, good young talent coming up. They'll be a contender for years to come. I mean, they have a legitimate shot at the Cup this year, I think, and I've talked about that, and I'll continue to talk about that. Especially now that my schedule is open up the next couple of weeks, I'll definitely be at a few playoff games at the Forum, coming to y'all live. And I think it'll be something to keep an eye on. I'm really excited, and I think he can be. This is going to be a good situation for him. He's going to make a lot of money, and he's going to choose a team that fits him, both as a player and as a person, on the long and short term, a team and an environment. So I think it's real. It's come down to Tampa and Buffalo, and people are going to rule out Buffalo for whatever reason, but I think they'll be in the mix for him as well to bring the hometown kid home. Anyway, that's our episode of the Power Play with CJ on possibility of Ryan Callahan going to the Buffalo Sabres. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.